Hello everyone, and welcome back to some more Danganronpa 2 with me, Phantom Zwei. When we last left off, we were still investigating the murder slash possible suicide of Mekamaru slash Nekomaru. They did note that we had some correlations between the trials of Danganronpa 1, and like they mentioned, the fourth trial in Danganronpa 1 was ruled a suicide. Let's see if that holds up here or not. But I'm curious. I definitely have not pieced together, the puzzle. So, anyway, let us continue. I should just forget about it for now. I need to focus on Nekomaru's case. Alright, it's been a few days since I last recorded. I think we just regained control of Hajime. I know we did the final dead room with Nagito. He popped up over here, and I know we talked to him, kind of got a bunch of information from him. But anyway, let's take a look around. It's a grape-themed telephone. There's a strawberry button instead of the actual phone numbers, just as I thought. This definitely connects to the phone in Strawberry House. Yeah, we actually talked to them, so we definitely know that. We should get back to Mekamaru's investigation, too. If we don't hurry, if we don't hurry, the class trial will start soon. Okay. Away we go. I have returned from the depths of hell. Gundam! No, sorry we're late. Just so you know, it's all thanks to me. I'm the one who fixed the elevator. See? It's just as I said, right? Hey, are you even listening to me? I'm trying to stand out here. More importantly, Kazuichi. Did you look into that matter I asked you about? Huh? Oh, the thing about the compass? I looked into it while I was coming here, but I think this compass might be broken. I didn't ask for your opinion, just tell me the results. Huh? Well, the compass needle rotated 180 degrees while we were riding the elevator. Oh, well that's interesting, isn't it? That means that and obviously we're going to assume that the compass is correct. That means that it just turned, a half circle around. Now, did it move any besides that? If not, that means that they're just straight up adjacent to each other, right? I don't know. I'm curious. I'm going to have to think about that some more. The needle rotated 180 degrees? I see. It's just as I thought. Huh? Hey, what do you mean by that? Well, obviously, the elevator most likely rotated 180 degrees. The elevator rotated? Now then, I should go investigate Nekomaru's body. As if he were thumbing his nose at us, Nagito began making his way towards Grape Tower. The hell's wrong with him? Doesn't he seem pissed off or something? Nagito, what do you know? How much do you know? Yeah, Nagito's getting straight up arrogant as hell in front of the ultimates he's supposed to admire so much. Well, anyway, first let's actually talk to Fujiko and Kazuichi and Gundam. As soon as I came over here, I checked this first, but it looks like the panel was definitely forced open. The elevator panel? Might be better if I explain how the elevator was broken, huh? No, I heard the gist of it from Nagito. They broke the elevator by tampering with a safety device, right? Oh, looks like word travels fast. Check out that panel over there. It's just as I thought. It looks like they forced open the panel and changed the settings by tampering with the safety device. It definitely looks like the panel was forced open, which means the elevator was broken at Grape House. You can't tell now. Fujiko. Nekomaru should be inside Grape Tower. Yeah. I'll go ahead. We were a little late. And Gundam. I've made you wait! The time has come to destroy all murderous illusions. And Chiaki. I guess Nagito is like a tardy detective. What are you talking about? It's a trope in mystery games. They always come to the crime scene late, just to make an important discovery. But they can never reach the truth of the case. They just end up feeding the main character's assumptions. Wow, you guys are really spelling it out, aren't you? Well, in Nagito's case, he's not the type to feed anyone. He'll just make things even more complicated. That's true. He's such a troublesome person. But lately, I feel like he's been acting weirder than usual. I don't think a new discovery is bad, though. He might be able to find something we completely overlooked. Yeah, I'm sure that will come to pass during the trial. I gotta think we're nearing the class trial at this point. We've uncovered a lot of clues. Nekomaru! Are you serious? Damn it. I don't know who did this, but this is pretty fucked up. Now's not the time to get sentimental. Come on, we need to hurry up and investigate. But we've already investigated everything we can here. No, you haven't. There's still something you should be able to investigate more thoroughly. Now that Mikan is no longer with us, we can't perform an autopsy. But Kazuichi should be able to disassemble the body, right? Huh? Is it true? Are you going to disassemble Nekomaru's body? Don't screw with me! Hasn't Coach Nekomaru been through enough already? Been through enough? We need to perform this investigation so we can find out who the killer is. Or perhaps you don't want to know, Akane? Maybe you don't care about what happened to Nekomaru. Why, you... If you suck at using your brain and you really want to know who the killer is, try not to interfere so much. Wow, he's acting arrogant as hell. Come on, Kazuichi, what are you standing there for? Damn it, fine. I just have to do it, right? I know I said I wanted to see his insides, but not like this. This is too much. Come on, are you guys feeling okay too? Now's not the time to be staring into space. Nagito, there's definitely something wrong with you. I thought he was just treating me differently ever since he found out I have no talent, but it seems like that's not entirely the case. His attitude towards everyone else is strange now too. Yeah, before he had a massive inferiority complex towards all the ultimates, but now he's acting like he's standing on top of the world. But why? Well, even mongrels like you possess a soul, and that soul resides within your heart. But no matter how hard you search the insides of this machine, you will never find a heart. So where did Nekomaru's soul wander off to? It's interesting to think about, don't you agree? Alrighty. Let's go ahead and talk to Nagito. Now's not the time to be staring into space. Don't make me repeat myself. What happened to you? I thought he was just treating me different, blah blah blah, okay. We've come so far. There's no way I can get sentimental at a time like this. I feel awful for Nekomaru, but this is necessary if we're going to find out the truth behind this case. As he forced his voice out through clenched teeth, Kazuichi faced Nekomaru, his eyes full of determination, and began stabbing his tool knife into Nekomaru's body. Huh? Where did you get that tool knife? Nagito gave it to me. He said he had it ready before we even went to the amusement park. So Nagito did that too. It looks like Nagito has full control of the situation. Looks like the damage to his head is the reason. Huh? The reason Nekomaru died. I mean, stopped functioning. His torso is covered in huge dents. His parts are dislocated. Maybe a gear shaft broke too? Well, for now I tried disassembling Nekomaru's chest. That should help us learn something, right? If that's the case, I need to look at Nekomaru's body one more time. Look at the clock, right? Kazuichi has finished disassembling Nekomaru's body. I should check it out one more time. Indeed. Nekomaru's chest panel is open. The clock inside is completely exposed. The hands of the clock look like they're pointing to 7:30. It also looks like the clock's alarm was set for 7:30 a.m. So as I thought, he was woken up from his sleep mode, and that's right when he died. which means the clock broke the moment the alarm started ringing at 7:30 a.m. Which coincides exactly with when the clock in the hall of Strawberry House went off. I believe. I'm pretty sure. It's been several days, but again, I'm pretty sure it was 7:30. 7:30 a.m. is strange, right? I mean, we should have arrived at Grape Tower just before 7 a.m. for Monokuma Tai Chi. Well, I think we established from Monokuma's words, though, that we were late, and so basically the clock in Grape Tower is incorrect. Why? One would assume that the killer did it in order to throw everybody off, but I can't say for sure. Is the clock malfunctioning? No, wait. Yeah, he's gonna say that it's a radio clock, right? Yeah. Highly efficient radio clock. Radio clock? It's a type of clock that receives radio signals so it can automatically update the time at fixed intervals. Simply put, it's an extremely accurate clock. That's right. It's a clock that will never slow down. It's even designed so it cannot be adjusted. I've become a Time Lord. Well, even if it is an accurate clock, they didn't need to install it inside your body. What are you saying? I don't need to wear a wristwatch ever again. There's nothing more useful than this. An accurate radio clock that never slows down, huh? If that's the case, why does this broken clock say 7:30 a.m.? Because that's the correct time. It's been added to the truth bullets. Is there anything else I can see? There's something protruding from the back of Nekomaru's neck. Is there? The goodnight button. Oh, okay, right. If the killer really did press this to make Nekomaru enter sleep mode, even so, it's the back of Nekomaru's neck. Getting behind him to press it would be a Herculean task. Okay, I already looked at that. Yeah, that's all... Oh gosh, they're gonna do the whole thing again. Yeah, let's just skip back through it. And that's probably it, right? I'm gonna exit. Sure enough. What's wrong with him? He's crouching over Nekomaru's body, and almost seems like he's glaring at him. This is the worst. Huh? You guys overlooked an important clue. I swear, you're just the worst. As I thought, there's no way I can leave this to you guys. What are you talking about? I found this under a fragment of the pillar that tipped over. Is this a doorknob? It looks like the screws came out with it. This wouldn't happen unless you applied a ton of force to it. Plus, it looks like there are scratches near the base of the doorknob. Scratches? Don't you think it's strange? If we examine the far back door in Grape Tower, the doorknob is still intact, right? Now that you mention it, you're right. If that's the case, where did this doorknob come from? If it's not the door that leads to Strawberry Hall, then there's only one other possibility. It'd have to be the door connected to Grape Hall that we entered from, right? Well, it makes sense to think about it like that. We should try it out. Try it out? How? We take the elevator to Strawberry House, and we enter Strawberry Tower from Strawberry Hall. That's the only way we can see the other side of that door, right? But the button to open the door to Strawberry Hall is broken, right? We can just repair it. After all, we have the ultimate mechanic on our side.
Yeah.
Well, you're right, but I need parts to repair the door in Strawberry Hall. I can repair it if it's broken, but I don't have enough parts. If I don't have enough parts, there's not much I can do about it. But you have plenty of parts right here.
Huh?
He's talking about Nekomaru's body, isn't he? Huh? Just use Nekomaru. I'm sure if you dig through his body, you can find parts you can use. Hold on! Are you saying we should just use parts from our dead friend? It's called recycling. It's much better than the alternative of just disposing of it with the rest of the junk, right? Junk! Well, Kazuichi, is it possible or impossible? Like you said, I could probably use these parts to repair that button, but... Seriously, hold on! Even if you do repair the button, what's going to happen to the chain on the other side of the door? Chain? The door that leads to Strawberry Hall has a chain wrapped around the doorknob. Even if you fix the button on Strawberry Hall's side, the door won't open as long as that chain is there. Yeah, that chain is wrapped. You don't need to worry about that at all. Huh? I don't need to worry. What does that mean? Kazuichi, we should go over to Strawberry Hall so you can repair the door. Hey, I'm not finished. Hajime, you're going to come later too, right? It'd be really bothersome if you didn't. I mean, if there's someone in the tower, the door won't open at all. So you should at least make sure that you're not pulling my leg. After tersely saying that, Nagito left the area. Okay, from what he was just saying, it has to mean that that door does not connect to the same tower that we're in, right? Or at least that is not the door as we see it there. Because we don't have to worry about the chain. So clearly, that doesn't lead directly to Strawberry Hall. What the hell happened to him? He seems on edge about something. Who knows? Ah, that reminds me. Nagito asked Kazuichi to do something weird for him, right? It had something to do with how the elevator spins 180 degrees. I wonder what it could mean. Actually, to tell you the truth, Nagito asked me to do something weird too. He asked me to investigate all the clocks inside both buildings. The clocks? So I did what he said and checked them all, but none of the clocks had their times messed up. But why'd he ask me to do that in the first place? I don't get that bastard at all. For now, why don't we head over to Strawberry Tower too? Excuse me. Along with the doorknob matter, there are still many mysteries surrounding this that we don't understand. If we go to Strawberry Tower, we might be able to solve some of those mysteries, maybe. Looks like that's all we can do. Let's head over. You're right. What Nagito said about the door opening, what's he planning to do about the chain? It looks like it won't come off easily, so does Nagito have a plan or something? Jeez, I don't understand this at all. Yeah, let's go ahead and head to Strawberry Tower. Which, from what we're hearing, sounds like... Well, I don't want to say it's not connected to Grape House. But, at the very least, it's not connected in the way that we think, clearly. Thanks to Kazuichi, the elevator is working now. Alright, let's go. We walked into the elevator, and made our way to Strawberry House. It's been a while since I've come to Strawberry House. Hey, you're here. Kazuichi, how'd the repairs go? Yeah, well, the damage wasn't too bad once I got the parts, so I was able to fix it right away. You had a lot of nerve saying that when you used Nekomari's parts without my permission. Well, I mean, even so. Anyway, now that we're all here, why don't we hurry up and try it out? What will happen? Excuse me. What will happen if you press the button to Strawberry Hall's door? But there's no way it'll open. You haven't done anything about the chain. The door to Strawberry Hall behind Nekomari's body was blocked off by that chain, remember? If you didn't do anything about that, it doesn't even matter if you fix the button on the outside. Well, we'll know if we try it out. It's not even worth trying out. No, we've all come this far. If he's saying we should try it out, we should give it a shot. Yeah, that'd be great. Alright, Sonia. I do not quite understand, but if it will satisfy Nagito, we should try it out, at the very least. Alright. Nagito seems really confident about it. I wonder why. Maybe he knows something. He clearly has figured out the structure of the tower, and we haven't. Now then, can you hurry up and press the button already? Sure. There's no way this door will open. Not when the other side is chained up. With a feeling of resignation, I press the button. Huh? Why did it open? Impossible. Where did the chain go? Hold on a second. That's not the only thing that's strange. That's right. There's no other way to say it. This definitely looks weird. What do you mean? Uh-huh. Hey, doesn't this look the same as when we were all in Grape Tower? No, because his body was over on the other side originally. It was basically what I'm saying is Nekomaru's body was next to the strawberry house door. And now it's over next to the grape house door. That means... that has to mean that the tower is just rotating, right? Which is actually, amusingly, initially what I thought it was doing. That means it actually is just rotating, right? So basically what I'm saying is the floor of the tower is rotating. But does that mean that the door on the back wall... No, it has to be a different door, though, because the other door has a chain on it. And it's not like it can't just be a projection, because it's a physical chain. Which is what I was speculating like a minute ago in my head, and I'm like, no, that can't be right. And not to mention the fact that this doorknob on Grape House, the Grape House door is gone. Could it be that in addition to just rotating, it's actually just moving up or down? Like the floor is moving up or down. Ah, I bet you that is it. Like they're actually just vertical to each other. Grape House and Strawberry House. They're like these doors, like Grape House door right there, that doesn't actually lead anywhere. But the platform that we're on in the tower, because there's only really one tower is what I'm getting at. Instead, it actually is just lowering down. That does make sense, right? Yeah, it does. Because it doesn't have to rotate, because actually if it did rotate 180 degrees, then it would actually be closer on one floor. Or one of the doors. It just is raising and lowering. Okay, no rotation involved. I'm getting mixed up in my own head. I'm thinking about the rotation of the elevator and blah blah blah. But if that's the case, why does the elevator rotate? I don't quite understand the structure of the elevator, and maybe I'm wrong about the tower actually just raising and lowering. I'm still missing something. Yeah, you're right. When we were inside Grape Tower, Nekomaru's body was in the front of the far back door. Which means his body should be in front of the door to Strawberry Hall. So if we enter from Strawberry Hall, his body should be in front of the door as we walk in. Why isn't it like that? Why is Nekomaru's body in front of the door to Grape Hall? Not just that, the parts I carefully arranged when I disassembled the body all moved too. The body isn't the only thing that moved. Even the tipped over pillar and the spilled oil. They all move the exact same way. The crime scene looks identical to how we saw it when we entered from Grape Hall. Everything that was at the crime scene inside of Grape Tower shifted to the opposite side. As if it all rotated 180 degrees. My theory is basically that it didn't move at all. Like, it basically, look at the floor plan for, on the right for Strawberry House, and then just say that, for example, Grape House is actually, like on a floor above it. Well, there's a second floor and a third floor to Strawberry Hall, but basically it's just vertically aligned on top of it. Or it could be the other way around. The Strawberry Hall is on top of, or not Hall, but Strawberry House is on top of Grape House. I'm not sure. But that's what I'm thinking. But again, I still can't explain the rotation of the elevator in that case. I can't imagine that the floor actually rotated 180 degrees, but... Is that really what this means? No, it's more than that. I feel as if there's an even greater mystery here. A mystery so great it could drastically affect the outcome of the case. We might have to rethink this. We might need to fundamentally rethink how we've been approaching this case. Strange feeling in the tower. The chain disappeared. The strange feeling I felt when I went back and forth between the two towers. Yep, it's just as I thought. It was definitely the right choice to confirm this. Just as you thought. Then you already knew about this mystery. You have a bad habit of relying on others when you don't understand. Why don't you try investigating first? The door at the far back with the picture of the grape on it. Maybe there's a clue hidden there. There's a clue on that door. Well, the doorknob is missing, which we already, Nagito already mentioned that, of course. It's the door with the picture of the grapes on it. This should lead to Grape Hall, but it doesn't. Wait, huh? One of the doorknobs is gone. It's like the screws came out with it. It's the same as the doorknob that was on the floor. See? The screws came out with it, right? The doorknob next to Nekomaru's body came off. The door leading to Grape Hall. Well, that's what it looks like. When you said clue, were you talking about this? But what's it a clue to? Broken doorknob. Huh? Did you get even more confused? No need to worry. Just one clue will change everything. Huh? All the mysteries will be solved, as if everything were linked together if you can reach it. Just like I did. What does that mean? Even if I ask him that, Nagito probably won't give me an answer. So it'd just be a waste of time to ask. And class trial time. Looks like it's going to start. Another class trial. But how are we supposed to get to the trial ground? You're right. We can't do anything unless we get out of this building. Akane, did something happen? No, well, do you guys hear something? Hear something? What do you hear this time? Suddenly, as if cutting off Chiaki, our surroundings started to shake and rumble. And then, it suddenly appeared before us. Wow! Okay. Is he telling us to go inside from here? Seems that way. Alright, I'm gonna go. Just hold on, Nekomaru. I'll make sure I avenge you. Jeez, at least be a little cautious. It's obviously a trap. I agree. I detect the sense of danger inside. Even my familiars are saying, do not go inside. How interesting. If you can kill me, you're welcome to try. Try stabbing your sword through my very heart. Now then, we shall get moving as well. Yeah, you're right. It's annoying, but if Miss Sonia's going, there's no way I'm not gonna go. But it's so damn annoying. I guess it doesn't matter if it's a trap or not. One by one, everyone went into Monokuma Rock, until I was the only one left, and when I was about to take a step forward, we're the same stepladders. Huh? Nagito was suddenly standing next to me with his eyes locked onto Monokuma Rock. Other than the small movements of his mouth, he was perfectly still. You and I are just stepladders. For everyone who holds the title of Ultimate. I always believed that I didn't mind. Unlike you, I know my place. What do you say? That's why I was prepared to become a sacrifice at any time. And from that, true hope would be born. I always believed that the talent that survived would be true hope. But it wasn't. There's no hope amidst all this killing. Of course there isn't. What kind of hope comes from killing people? Really? Are you suggesting that sacrificing others for hope isn't real hope? But you're wrong. It's only natural and extremely obvious that strong hope devours weak hope. After all, that's what it means to live, right? There's no way I'm going to accept that. Oh well, it's not as if I want to... that's what I wanted to say to you anyway. There's this one novel I like. It's a peculiar mystery story. Huh? A novel? The story is told from the point of view of a high school girl involved in a serial killer mystery. But when you get to the end, surprise, surprise, the girl was actually the killer. Of course, the story is written carefully so the reader doesn't learn the ending in the middle of the story. The protagonist is just a projection of the reader, and this projection turns out to be the killer. Which means the killer you were looking for the whole time was inside you all along. How do you feel about novels like that? What the heck are you talking about? You're just jumping from one topic to another. And I can't comment on a book that I've never read before. Such a normal answer. I should have expected that from a talentless reserve course student like you. But I know that you don't matter at all, so why do I care about you? You admire hope. I love hope. In some ways we're similar, but maybe that difference is what's making me so emotional. Enough already! I don't have time to argue with you. Let's go. Everyone's waiting. Everyone, huh? So you still believe you're just like everyone else? Reserve Corps students are so full of themselves. Nagito's chilling laugh continued as he disappeared into Monokuma Rock. Calm down. That's right. I need to calm down. I took several deep breaths, and once my nerves had settled, I stepped into Monokuma Rock. Psycho! The elevator shook violently as it descended at an ever-increasing speed. When we're in a normal elevator that shakes this bad, it reminds me how efficient the elevator in the funhouse was. Yeah, that's probably true. The elevator continued to shake, and descended deeper and deeper. And suddenly, it stopped, just like it always does. And the door opened. I understand your desire to applaud this wonderfully vulgar trial ground. But it's so exhausting to discuss useless things, so let's just get on with it already.
So sad. My chest hurts. Forcing everyone to do this is so sad.
Hey, don't go talking without permission after I've said my catchphrase. Otherwise, I'll roll a dice, and based on the result, I'll give you a sex change operation that many times.
What an extreme punishment.
Now then, let's get on with it once again. Let's get a move on, boys and girls. And so it begins. I hope this would never happen again. Now it's happening for the 4th time. And the curtain to the 4th class trial was about to open. Nekomaru Nidai, the ultimate team manager, He was more passionate, more daring, and more honest than anyone I'd ever met. Truly, he was more man than any of us. He sacrificed his body to protect Akane, and his appearance changed drastically because of that. But he still tried to live earnestly. And just when I finally got used to his new form, Nekomaru's killer is one of us. Killing someone because it's the only way to survive is no excuse. I won't let this be excused. I won't forgive this. The person who betrayed Nekomaru, who betrayed their friends, I will never ever forgive them. And so, this life-threatening trial, billowing with hope and despair, has begun. Like to save the current progress? Yes, I would. Alright. And this is a bit of a shorter episode. I probably am going to go over the truth bullets in my own time before the new next episode, as well as I'll probably comb over the skills just to see if there's anything new that I have. But you know what? I'll do the skills on stream, or, well, on the recording, just so you guys can see if I do change anything there. But it doesn't look like I've got any new skills, so yeah, we'll be sticking with that. But yeah, that's going to do it for today. I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.